I am glad you all could come and join us tonight. I do have several people here ready that I'm very excited to see you all. Obviously, you all know me. I am Roberta, and I want to thank you all again for joining me tonight. I'm very excited to show you what we have and why I've decided to join and make this move. So you guys are going to see and understand that I really believe in this company. And you can see even so far, we have our ASL interpreter here, Jacilia. Thank you for doing this. And we also have our company's president here as well. And we have our global master distributors here and some others here that we're very excited for you all to see and why I need you all to check this out. So let's get started. Richard and Mary, who are our global master distributors, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Welcome. I'm learning a little bit. Well, we're excited to have you all here tonight. Richard and I have been in the profession now for almost 16 years. We were with our last company for 13 and a half years. When we realized it was time to move on, we were very extensive in looking for just the right company with the right leadership, the right products, and really with a great culture that we could be proud of.
When it was time for us to look for a new company, we reached out to a very near and dear friend of ours who happens to be the CEO of Velovita, because we've known Costa, our CEO, since 2008. And since that time, we weren't in his organization, but we met him through a friend of a friend, and we just kind of stuck together over the years. And we knew that he could introduce us to some people to at least tell us the stories behind some of the companies that you don't always get a chance to know when you just watch a presentation. And we spent the entire year of 2019 meeting different company owners, field reps, leaders, looked at products and comp plans. And after looking at all those companies for 2019, we really could not make a decision on any company. The right company just wasn't out there for us. And we didn't want to walk away from a 13-year plus career with our company on just a whim. We wanted to make sure it was going to be the right move for our family and our team.
You know, during that year, we met a lot of great people. And one of those people that we met was Jeff Mack, our president. We loved working with Jeff. We weren't excited about the company that we could potentially work with. And I remember leaving that meeting with Jeff and the three of us saying, we really do hope someday we'll get a chance to work together. And when Costa called us and said he was coming out of retirement and he was bringing Jeff on board as the president, we were super excited. We knew that the four of us together could create something really, really special. Jeff comes to us with over 30 years of experience in this profession. He has made millions of dollars as a distributor. He's been a company owner. He had an incredibly successful career as a consultant to the industry, helping companies expand into global markets. And it has been a breath of fresh air to have a co-founder and president that really understands this business. He has been an incredible mentor to us and has been just a joy to work with. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce our co-founder and president, Mr. Jeff Mack. Jeff, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Richard and Mary and Roberta. I have to say, it's wonderful to work with you. I'm excited to have you on board. And for all of you here tonight, I'm honored that you take the time to look at our company. So as Richard and Mary said, I've been in the industry for quite some time. My hair was the same color as Richard's when I first started 32 years ago. And I always had as much hair. But for 21 years or so, I was a top leader in the field. In fact, was a top 5 earner in 3 different companies over my field career. And I noticed some things over that time that caused me to change direction. And I wanted to share this part with you tonight because what I did learn over the years was that the best thing to buy is people when you're looking at a company. I mean, there are a lot of great products out there. I think ours is the best, but there are a lot of great products. Everybody will tell you their compensation plan is the best. But when the rubber meets the road, as they say, the most important thing is the people, how they make decisions, where they come from, so to speak, how their philosophies have been developed, so you can somewhat predict what's going to happen in the future. And so that's why I want to share our story with you tonight, so you can understand who we are and who's behind this company that you're taking a look at. So as I said, after 21 years, I saw multiple compensation plan changes with companies I was with, and none of them were to my benefit, right? I always lost money when the comp plan changed. I saw products be reformulated. And in a lot of cases, companies didn't even tell us. They just did it to save money so they could earn more profit. Saw lots of things that frankly just didn't sit right with me. And so that's why in 2010, I said, okay, this is it. I'm just going to start my own company. I'm going to take my toys and go home, so to speak, and build something the way I believe it should be built. The only problem with that is it sounds a lot easier than it really is. And as a distributor with no operational experience, it was a tough task. So we launched in 2011. I raised money, got investors, formulated products, and it was a very successful launch. But what I learned was there's a lot of moving parts to managing and running a company. My company was very much like, you name any company in the industry, 99.9% of them is the same way. I had someone that I hired to contract and make my products. I had another vendor to hire to run my back office and program my compensation plan and pay my commissions. I hired a company to house my products and ship each order out for me. I hired a customer service firm to run customer service for me. So had all these various vendors, and I wasn't the biggest client that they had. So what that means is I was in the back of the line all the time. So my timelines were longer. My margins were thinner because I had all these vendors to pay. It was difficult. And so after a couple of years, my investors decided they needed their money back, and they were going to cut the distributor out and go direct to consumer. And that's when I said, thank you, but no thank you. The leaders that joined, they joined because of partly because of my reputation and what I told them. And what I told them was not, we're going to cut your commissions out. And so I gave my shares back and stepped down and became a consultant to the industry at that point. And that I was a consultant for 8 years, and almost 8 years. And during that time, I specialized. I was kind of an executive for hire to start with. And then I specialized in international expansion and market entry, which was my specialty as a distributor also. And I enjoyed a very successful career as a consultant, working with dozens of different companies, some startups, some DSN top 100 companies, big companies. And it's funny, what I saw was a distributor, I saw like tenfold as a consultant because I had that many more companies, that I was either looking to work with or interviewing to work with or had as clients. And I realized even more that the ones that generate the revenue are typically the last people considered when companies make their decisions. And that didn't sit right to me. The revenue stream should be sacrosanct. It shouldn't be chastised. And so, we had a mutual client. I had a client that hired me to bring them to the USA and to Japan. And their operations, they were a client out of Germany. Their operations were run by Costa Guerra. Costa, our CEO, who Richard and Mary spoke about. Costa I knew of from his reputation as a successful field leader. What I didn't know is Costa had started a previous company somewhere around the same time as mine. But that company is still in business today. So after a few years, they put it on autopilot and it's still successful. Costa retired. And then Costa came out of retirement and became a vendor to the industry. with his background of computer science, he created a software platform, and he was a back office vendor, just like I had, for other companies in the industry. Then he brought on his own warehouse so that he could be the 3PL, to ship those companies' products out as well. Then he created his own customer service platform and had his own staff there. And so he essentially was a full service operational vendor. In fact, I wish I'd have known about those types of vendors when I had my company. Things might be different, but everything happens for a reason, as they say. But what I saw was this company that I work with, it was really a mess in terms of their organizational skills. Their operations were amazing because they were using Costa's platform. Costa and I met, and we hit it off. Similar philosophies, similar doctrines, similar training, and so we hit it off really well. Costa would bring me in on some of his clients that needed to expand their footprint. I'd bring him in on some of my clients that had operational nightmares, and we were co-consultants for a number of years. Finally, and to be honest with you, Richard and Mary were part of the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, because just as they reached out to Costa to find out what company to join, other friends did that with Costa, other friends did that with myself. And just like their experience, most of them became disappointed because, again, the decisions being made by management or by the owners was about short-term profitability, not about long-term benefit of the company and health of the distributor force. And finally, we just got exhausted with seeing that and seeing so many hardworking families' lives get negatively impacted by these decisions. And so we decided that with his, 30 years experience, my 30 years experience, we should just go start a company because the industry has been very good to us. And we both had the desire to do something on a bigger level, so to speak. And that was really kind of the formation of Velovita. And as we sat around and talked about how we were going to put this together, we created our mission statement, which was to develop an ecosystem of education and life enrichment, inspiration, education, and life enrichment. And so we want to have a community of people that finds their best self, right? And I think that everybody knows that the world is going to more of an entrepreneurial society today, yet positive mentorship is so lacking. There's such a void. And so we felt like that's one of the things that we could do as good, if not better, than anybody else in this space because of our history and our background. And that's why we focused our first product on a product that would help cognitive skills and brain function and mood enhancement. And that's, we started with brain, we introduced other products, and we were just, excited about what we have to offer, wonderfully excited about our products, really excited about our compensation plan, but more importantly, excited about the community that we're building. This is such a very positive environment where we lift people up. We made the decision early on that we weren't going to pay anybody to join. That's not the culture that we want. We want people that really see this, that see the cause, that see the mission, that can buy in, and they want to plant their flag here. And for them to do so means a lot to us. And therefore, we instituted a 5-year retirement program in our business. Lots of companies talk about that, but none of them, except for us that I know of, actually has that in their policies and in their compensation plan. If you are active with our company for 5 years, and regardless of what size business you built, if you want to stop working, we will continue to pay you on the volume that your group produces every month. You have no personal requirements at that point going forward. You have no annual renewal fee. We literally want people to come plant their flag and build something special. Now, of course, if you want to work past 5 years, no one's going to stop you. And we would like that as well. Many of you, most of you, all of you even are probably too young to retire in 5 years, but it's there for people that want to go enjoy their life and do other things. So we have a focus on, building a healthy community, a healthy culture, and a global footprint of, positive people. And again, I think that's one of the best things that we can do at this point in our world today, is to provide a positive environment when there are so few places out there that have that. And when there's a financial incentive attached to it, it just works, I believe, even better. So as I said, we're doing things a little bit differently here. For example, we if you look at the direct sales industry, the network marketing industry in the US, it's about 3% of the population that have been touched by this industry somehow. They have been involved in the company, are involved in a company, whatever. And all too often, all the companies that you see today are all just fighting for that school of fish, right? That 3%. And the big reason is that to the average person, to the other 97%, this industry doesn't make much sense. Products are typically too expensive, and nobody's paying for shipping when they shop on the internet, but network marketing, you pay for shipping, right? And so there's all these things that just don't make sense. Most people won't buy the product if they weren't involved in the business. And we wanted to reverse that, and we believe we are in a position to do so. So owning, again, we started Velovita on top of the platform that Costa already created. So we own every facet of our business. We have a third partner. Okay, it's Costa, myself, and another one. That third partner is the second largest manufacturer of nutritional supplements in the entire country, over 1 million square feet under roof. So everything from the manufacturing of the products, to the back office system, to the app that you work on, to even the trucks that bring the product from the manufacturer to our own warehouse, which we have, we own all of that. So as a result, we don't have all these vendor markups to pay. We don't have all the moving pieces and parts, which allows us a streamlined cost structure, allows us to get a fantastic product out at a fair price, and allows us to deliver it with free shipping. So our customers or our members pay $0 for shipping, which is unheard of in the industry. And it's in the US, it's a 2-day service, legit 2-day service. So we kind of developed this like an e-commerce business to give today's entrepreneur the ability to develop their own e-commerce business with these amazing biohacking products. You do the marketing, we provide you with the tools for that, and we do the fulfillment for you. And so we're your corporate partner in that. And we like that platform. We like that business model. Our members seem to like it a lot. We developed this so that the team builder can do very well, but even the social seller, the person that just wants to build a retail customer base, can also make literally full-time type income if they want, just servicing a customer base. And so I believe we have a little something for everybody. I believe we're a little bit different in terms of our processes, in terms of the end result, even our visual brand. I believe, I'm a little biased, but I believe is superior than anything else I've seen in the industry. And, we would be honored if you guys came in, spent some time, gave this a shot. I believe you'll love the products. I believe you'll love the community. And together, I think we can do some very positive things for a lot of people here and around the world.
Thank you so much, Jeff. You can see why we're so excited about everything that we're doing here. We've definitely got some really incredible leadership. So I know Jeff is super busy as the president of our company. So we're going to go ahead and let him go to attend to other things, but stay on. We're going to finish and share with you about the products, about our compensation plan, but we wanted to give you a glimpse of the leadership that's behind this company. So thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you, Cecilia. See you guys soon.
Bye, Jeff.
So we're excited about everything that we've got here. One of the things that we knew when we said yes to Jeff and Costa, we didn't even know what kind of products we were going to have. We had just had so many conversations about looking for unique and innovative products in the health and wellness industry that were instant impact, that people would love to purchase, that wasn't just like anything else out in the marketplace. So we're going to go through a couple of slides and share with you a little bit about the business. And then if time permits, we'll have a little bit of time to go over any kind of questions anybody has. But one of the things that we love is the very first product that we launched with, Jeff alluded to it. It is a product that's really focused on your brain. So this first product is called Brain Reimagine. And it is in a classification of supplements called nootropics. And nootropics are what's called mental clarity supplements. Now, these nootropics literally normally are in pill form or powder form, but this is not a pill or a powder, you can tell. We call these little snap packs, and it's smaller than the palm of my hand, super slender. And why we call them snaps is you're going to take it and snap it in half. And this little slit's going to open up on the edge, and you're just going to squeeze the contents directly into your mouth. And what I love about this is you're going to feel it just like that. You are going to feel a great clean energy. That's the first thing you're going to notice. You don't feel jittery. You feel alive. You feel awake. And then the next thing you feel is the mood enhancer. You notice that you're in a better mood. A lot of people report that the anxiousness and the blues that they've been feeling, especially over the last few years, that just kind of goes away. They feel lighter, they feel happier. And then the mental clarity part kicks in. You just see that you're thinking very clearly, you're sharper, your words are coming out clearer. People, what I love about our snaps is they're very marketable. When you snap this in public, people lean in and say, what is that? What are you doing? When you're posting on social media, people are wondering, what is that they're putting in their mouth? What's that piece of paper? And so it's a really great marketing tool. And we just continue to enhance our product line.
And just like all of our products, they're always going to have multiple benefits. We call them stacked benefits. They're stacked products. And we rolled out with Zleem. Zleem is our sleep and detox. So we knew that in America, that there's about 70% of the population is on some kind of sleep aid, meaning either pharmaceutical or natural. Most people lean towards the pharmaceutical stuff. So we felt like if we could help people get great sleep, one, they'd be more rested. They'd probably be in a better mood the next day. On top of that, they would probably actually start to lose weight, because when you're not getting good sleep, not getting REM sleep, your body doesn't restore itself at a cellular level, and it's constantly stressed. So the body naturally hangs on to waste, hangs on to fat. So we wanted to make sure we give them great sleep, but then we want to help them actually start to lose some of that. So there's a stage 1 and a stage 2. There's 7 days of the stage 1. That's a deeper detox to kind of help get the gut back in order, get things moving. And then stage 2, there's 18 snaps of that. And that's going to be your maintenance phase. And that's going to keep you just kind of continuously getting good sleep and also burning fat, because in each one of the servings, there is a special ingredient. It's called MitoBurn. MitoBurn goes after stored fat, and it starts to convert that to good fat. So your body can start to burn fat for fuel, which your brain really likes when you burn fat, because it's just a good, clean energy for your mental state. So we know that with Zleem, what you'll be able to do is get great sleep and then start to shed some of those pounds that you might have picked up over the past couple of years, like a lot of people did during the pandemic. But you're also going to be able to wake up in your mornings a lot more refreshed than you ever thought.
Now, a few months ago, we added this product. It's called Youth. This is our time reverser, and this is a collagen product. I have been on collagen for many, many years, long before Velovita was even a thought. And this is by far the best collagen I have ever used. Super effective. You're going to have great results with your hair, your skin, your nails. But on top of that, just like all of our other products, we stack additional benefits. There's an ingredient in it called S7, and that's a nitric oxide booster. It's going to increase oxygen to your blood. That's going to increase stamina for any kind of physical activity. And there's also another ingredient in it called NMN. And it's what it does is it helps with muscle performance. So you're just going to notice that you're going to have increased muscle leanness. You're going to notice you're having increased muscle definition. So athletes absolutely love this because it gives them much more better performance in their whatever sport that they're participating in.
And then our most recent product is called Plus. We rolled this out in mid-January. Good time because most people want to kind of create that New Year's resolution, have a little bit of help along the way. But Plus is a thermogenic. It's designed to really burn fat, right? It's also an appetite suppressant. So what I can tell you for me is it's a very clean thermogenic, meaning I don't feel jittery. I don't feel the urge to snack on a bunch of different things. I take it first thing in the morning with my coffee because it's a coffee creamer. Whereas a lot of companies have come out with products that are instant coffees. Tear it open, pour it in some hot water, try to convince yourself that it tastes good. So we wanted people to actually just drink your favorite cup of coffee, whether it's at home, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. We wanted you to enjoy your favorite cup of coffee, but put Plus in your first cup so you can actually start the fat burning process and control your appetite throughout the entire day.
Now, one thing you'll notice about all of our products is all of the names have 4 letters. Over the vowel, there is an accent mark. That's part of our marketing. All of our names of our products are all trademarked. So 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, when you see a product, you don't even have to see the Velovita name. You know it's a Velovita product. And then all of our products are super clean. It's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's keto-friendly. And with the exception of this, all of these are also vegan. So this is actually a bovine collagen, so it is not vegan, but all of our products are super clean products that are great to take. Now, normally we would go through some slides, but when I opened that first slide, I realized that it made Jasilia really, really small, which is kind of defeats the purpose. So we're going to just talk and not go through our slides. But one of the things that I do love about our company and our compensation plan is that we have something for everybody. Yeah. If you just want to make $200 to $300 a month to make a little bit of extra money during your month, we have a place for you. If you want to be able to make a few $1,000s a month and perhaps replace your income, we've got a place for you too. If you want to make tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands a month, build some generational wealth, you absolutely can do that here as well.
We really are a modern day company because we realize that there's people that are new coming into the profession who have no experience. So we want to make sure that there's a place for them that they can start to make money by selling the product and not be intimidated by building a team. And then there's some people out there that really just love promoting products, whether it's on social media or whatever it is that they do. But usually in companies, they can't make really good money. You know, we talk about this industry, make part-time to full-time income on a part-time basis, but usually that means, oh, I got to build a really big team. But really here at Velovita, if you just wanted to market the products, you could make a serious part-time to full-time income. We have members here that are making 4 to 5 figures a month just by selling the product. And that's because we have a number of different ways that you can sell the product, 3 or 4 different ways that you can earn a commission on the same customers on just one-time sale. And then we also create a way that if somebody wants to build a team, they can really maximize every aspect of our compensation plan.
Now, we're going to give you a high-level overview of all the other aspects of our compensation plan. If you want the details, the person who invited you to watch this video, they can actually give you another video with the details of the compensation plan. But anytime you sign up a member, anytime you sign up a customer, you're going to get paid a referral bonus based on the volume of the products that they purchased. Also, as you move into leadership, you get paid what's called a royalty matching bonus. So on the people that you sponsor and the people that they sponsor and the people they sponsor, anytime they make a team commission, you're going to get a percentage of that team commission as a bonus. The higher the leadership rank you're at, the more levels you get in matching bonus, the bigger percentage your matching bonus is. Also, as a leader, you get what's called a lifestyle bonus. We elected here not to do a car program. We want you to buy whatever car you want. If you decide you want to put it in savings, you can do that. If you want to pay for college education for your kids, you can do that. If you want to blow it on shoes and handbags, you can do that. But at our very first leadership rank of star, your lifestyle bonus is $125 a week. At the highest leadership rank of 5-star, your lifestyle bonus is $2,500 a week.
And a couple of things that we put in place. One, Jeff alluded to this when he talked about the 5-year retirement plan. It really is designed so everybody knows day one in writing that they have access to this. It doesn't matter what rank you're at. You can actually, after being active for five years and 1 day, you can elect to retire. And all that really means is that you don't have any responsibility or things to stay active with, meaning you don't have your annual renewal fee. You don't have to purchase any product. And here to stay active, all you have to do is buy or sell a box every 4 weeks. That's all your requirements. There's no mandatory auto ship here, but most members go on auto ship because they want that 10% discount. So something really important to understand is that we do want you to make this a home. We don't want this to be a hotel where you check in, check out. But a lot of companies will talk about a retirement plan, but it usually comes with a discount and they never put it in writing day one. Here, you can know that when you become a member, you have access to that day one and everyone works towards the same goal.
You know, one of the most powerful parts about our compensation structure is our team commissions. So what's really amazing about our team commissions is you're only required to build 2 teams. You're building a left team and a right team, and that's it. And the beauty of building just 2 teams is you get the experience of really building something together with your teammates. So let's just say you have been a super strong team builder. You've been great at bringing people into the business. Well, because you're a strong team builder, you get the opportunity to bless your whole team. So let's just say, for example, you've brought in 50 people into the business. Well, 25 people are going to go on this side, 25 people are going to go on this side. But those first 2 people you brought in, you get to bless each one of them with 24 other people. And those next 2 people you bring in, you bless them with 23 other people. And every time you put someone in the business, it helps all the people above them. And you get to really help your team grow their business without any penalty to you. You do not get penalized for placing people underneath people. That's what's called spillover enrollment. Well, what if you're not a super strong team builder? You've struggled in that department. Well, the benefit of this kind of building is that you get to be the beneficiary of that spillover enrollment, which is what that's called, spilling over underneath people. So when your sponsor brings in another member into the business, they only have 2 options. They can either place them underneath you on your team or on the sponsor's other team. Remember, your sponsor only has 2 teams. So anytime they bring someone in, they've got the option to place them underneath you or on their other team. And so what that does for people who are not super strong team builders is that gives them a level of confidence that they've never had before. When they start seeing team members and volume underneath them that they didn't necessarily produce, that gets them excited. And I literally have people tell me all the time, I cannot believe how many people I've sponsored in the last 2 months. It's more people that I've sponsored in the last 2 years of my previous business.
You know, the team commissions part, when Costa first was telling us, because we came from what's known as a unilevel, you sponsor everyone frontline. And as they promote or you promote, you tend to change your commission structure over that leg or team that you've created. Here, your 2 teams, they stay with you the whole time. Your personals, they stay with you the whole time. No one breaks away. And that to me is a real win-win mentality, because you came here together, you should finish together. The other thing is that those 2 teams, they grow through infinite levels, unlimited levels, and you're paid on all that volume all the way down to the very bottom, instead of being cut off at level 6 or 7, or maybe you're lucky and you've been in a situation where you got paid on 12 levels. Here, it's paid through unlimited levels on your volume, your team's volume, as well as your upline's volume that they place down one of your teams.
You know, just to reiterate that, I remember being in our previous business and people didn't want to work with someone on their 20th or 30th level because they didn't get paid on that. Well, literally here, it doesn't matter where anybody falls in your organization. You get paid on all of that. Volume is volume, whether it's on your first level or your 1000th level. And that's really the beauty of it. Now, how the team commission works is when you've got 200 in volume on one team and 400 in volume on the other team, that generates what's called a cycle. And for every cycle, you get paid $30. So you might get paid 10 cycles a week, 100 cycles a week, 1,000 cycles a week. It varies from week to week, depending on what your team's doing. But the interesting thing about the volume that's calculated for your commissions is it's not just the volume that the people you brought in and the people they brought in, the people they brought in. That's not just that volume. It's also the spillover enrollment that your sponsor placed underneath you. All those people that they placed underneath you, all of their enrollments, all of their customers, all their reorders, all their purchases, all of that counts towards that volume that is calculated for your team commissions. And that's what makes this so special, is that everybody literally is building this together.
You know, we're at a very special time with our company. We're at that point where it is pre-momentum, right? Companies talk about momentum a lot, but we really are at that point where we're way past proof of concept. We launched this company in the middle of shelter in place. Many of you probably remember that. You'd like to forget that. But we launched it April 5th of 2020. And we've opened up 32 countries in a very short amount of time. We became profitable within our first 3 months. And really all that's missing for us right now to kind of go to that momentum phase is more of the right people to take us around the globe. And see, in momentum, what happens is you begin to get paid on beyond your efforts, right? At the early stages, you're being paid just directly on your efforts, and you're building that army, you're building that team. And then you get to the point where there's that tipping point and things go at a pace where it's 10 times, 20 times greater than you could possibly imagine. And momentum can last for several years. We've seen companies do it for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But eventually, every good company moves into stability, and every good company should go into stability. You can make good money in companies that are stable. There's no question about it. You just can't make the kind of money in stability as if you were with a company while it's going through momentum. So being in front of that wave is very, very critical.
You know, a lot of people have said that we're in momentum. We're not even close. There are some teams in our business that are experiencing some level of momentum, but it's nowhere near the kind of momentum we're going to experience when the company moves into momentum. And that's the exciting part. You know, when we bring in enough of the right types of leaders, then the company will move into momentum, and we all get to move into momentum together. So when the company moves into momentum, your business will be proportionately moving into momentum. And that's the exciting part, is you really are on the forefront of really being able to create and really mold the culture of this company. So I'm super excited about your entire community coming on board with us. We're here to partner alongside you and help you to have success in our business, because one of the things that I absolutely love about Velovita is that we don't call our people distributors. We don't call them ambassadors. We don't call them consultants. We call them members, because you are a member of the Velovita family. Our co-founders understand that the assets we have are not these. Right. These are not our assets. Our assets are our people. They're our members. It's the heart and soul of our company. And I think that's what makes our culture what it is, because our culture is one of heart. It is one of love. Richard and I, Jeff, Costa, we love people and we want to see people succeed. It was the burning desire and the fuel that started this company. It was the frustration that people like you and I did not have a place that we could plant our flag and run and have success. And that's what this company is about.
So we could not be more excited about the future of what's coming. We're about to celebrate our 2-year anniversary come May 5th. So those of you that become part of the family by then, you're going to celebrate with us. You're going to take us into our 3rd anniversary, a year from now. And the stories that we'll be able to tell, I really do believe will be life-changing, but it will still just be the very, very beginning. And we're very excited to work with you guys.
Now, when people are looking at a business like this, typically they're in one of three categories. Some of you would say, I'm a category A, I'm all in, get me in the business. Reach out to the person who invited you here. Tell them, send me a link. I'm ready to get signed up. They'll send you a link and get you signed up. Some of you would say, I'm a category B, I like it, but I have some questions I need to get answered, and that's okay too. We want you to get all of your questions answered. Reach back out to the person who invited you. They may send you an infographic. They may send you to a video that's captioned. They may get you into a three-way chat with somebody to answer your questions, but they will make sure you get your questions answered. Some of you would say, I'm a category C. I want to be a customer. I want that sleep. I want that weight loss. That fat burning sounds good. We'll take all the customers we can get. Our customers love our products. We have a 9-to-1 customer to member ratio. So we have customers that absolutely love our products, and we love our customers. And I will tell you, if you're still sitting on the fence, get your questions answered as quick as possible, because whoever it was that invited you to join this Zoom, they only have 2 open slots, one on the left, one on the right. But you're not the only person they're talking to. So the next person who comes in is going to get in the next open slot. And if you hesitate, you're going to go in one of the lower slots. And dropping down 2 or 3 slots, it doesn't seem like a lot, but those 1 or 2 people, they could bring in hundreds to thousands to tens of thousands of people that could have been underneath you, whose volume and sales would have counted towards your commissions. But because you hesitated, instead of them being underneath you, they're now above you. So time is of the essence. It is critical to get started. We want you to get all your questions answered. And I think some of you have already decided you want to jump on board and you want to be part of the team. And let me be the very first to welcome you to our Velovita family. We're excited to have you.
Now I want to thank you. Yep, I'm ready. Now, I want to thank you too for explaining everything about it. And I've just received some questions that there are only 4 products. Yes, they are only 4 products. So simple and effective. One, like they said, is for the brain. Brain functions better for your mood enhancement and energy, sleep, and losing weight at the same time through the night. So your body's working hard while you're just resting well. And then we have Plus. It's all of the supplements that you need in your body. And like you can use it in your coffee as like your creamer or any kind of coffee. It'll work throughout your entire body. And then we got Youth. So that start looking young, some nice and smooth skin. And I'm only 2 weeks in, I'm feeling great. So yeah, just 4 products and that's it. Absolutely. And if there are any other questions, feel free to ask. Don't be shy. We're here to answer anything you may have.
Let me add something about there only being 4 products. So we will never be a catalog company where we have a catalog of all these products. Companies that become catalog products is because typically their leadership, they don't know how to create momentum. They've never been in the field. So one way to actually create some artificial momentum is they actually introduce a new product, but the product only gets purchased by their current customer and distributor base. They don't actually increase their footprint anywhere. And so when they get to a kind of a lull or a plateau, they introduce a new product to infuse sales. It never actually generates momentum. Our leaders have been in the field. They understand that when you have a catalog of products, it's very confusing for the new person. Where do I start? Where do I begin? I had a friend of mine in another network marketing company that's a catalog company. I wanted to support her. I asked her, send me some information. She sends me a catalog. I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know what to buy. So I'm frozen on how to help her. But if she only had 4 products, I pick one product, I buy a product. And that's the beauty of having co-founders that really understand what they're doing. They can actually help us with generating true momentum.
Absolutely. And also to add that the best part, I think, too, is there's no reset at the end of the month. There's no stress. It just continues as long as you get 1 box or a customer purchases 1. And that's it. And then that, guys, is amazing. There's no end of the month gray hairs growing in. I still got mine here. So I think that's the best part. No stress at the end of the month. So keep that in mind as well.
I see a question in the chat that asks, will we have products for kids? We don't know what different products we're going to have over time. We don't have a list of different things. We do have another product that we're in formulation mode right now. We may have another product for children, but we're not there yet.
I will say that our products, obviously parents at their own discretion will try with their kids. Maybe they do half a snap or they mix it with something to spread it out throughout the day. So again, supplements, parents' discretion, and we can't give any medical advice, or we list our products at 16 years old or older. But I can tell you that we have a 13-year-old son that takes youth, he takes brain. That's our discretion. So we're an advocate for our own health. So we just pay attention. I would not give my 13-year-old son Plus because he's skinny as a rail.